Hey everyone, welcome to Talk Smart English. I'm Sylvia, and today I have something special for you. Want to make friends quickly in English? In the next 10 minutes, I'll teach you 10 powerful phrases that will help you connect with people instantly and turn strangers into friends. These aren't textbook phrases. They're exactly what friendly, likable people say every day. Let's get started. Before we learn these phrases, let me tell you why they matter so much. I remember when I first moved to a new city. I could speak English well. My grammar was good, my vocabulary was strong, but I struggled to make friends. Why? Because I didn't know how to sound friendly and approachable. I would say things correctly, but they sounded stiff and formal. Then I noticed something. The people who made friends easily weren't necessarily the ones with perfect English. They were the ones who knew how to show warmth, interest, and openness through simple phrases. They knew how to make others feel comfortable and valued. That's when I started paying attention to what these friendly people actually said. The phrases I'm about to teach you do three important things. First, they show you're genuinely interested in others. Second, they make you seem approachable and warm. Third, they create opportunities for deeper conversations. Making friends isn't about impressing people. It's about making them feel good when they're around you. And these 10 phrases will help you do exactly that. Ready to become someone people want to be friends with? Let's learn these friendship building phrases. Now let's start with our first phrase. The first phrase we're learning today is all about showing genuine warmth and enthusiasm when you see someone. Hey, it's so good to see you. Hey, it's so good to see you. This phrase is pure warmth and enthusiasm. When you see someone, whether it's someone you know well or someone you've only met once, saying this with genuine energy makes them feel valued and appreciated. The key is in your tone and smile. It's so good to see you tells them you're happy they're there. This works for both planned meetings and unexpected encounters. Use it when you run into someone at a coffee shop, at work, or at any social event. It immediately creates a positive, friendly atmosphere. Hey, it's so good to see you. Perfect. You're making people feel welcome and valued right from the start. Great. Now let's move to our second phrase. The second phrase we're learning is incredibly powerful for showing people that you remember them and care about what's happening in their lives. I've been meaning to ask you about your trip to Japan. I've been meaning to ask you about your trip to Japan. This phrase is incredibly powerful for deepening friendships. I've been meaning to ask shows that you've been thinking about the person even when they weren't around. It demonstrates genuine interest and good memory. You can ask about anything they mentioned before: a hobby, a family member, a challenge they were facing, or something they were excited about. This makes people feel heard and remembered, which is essential for friendship. Use this when you see someone after a few days or weeks. It shows you pay attention and care about their life. I've been meaning to ask you about your trip to Japan. Excellent. You're showing people they matter to you by remembering what's important to them. Wonderful. Now for our third phrase. The third phrase we're learning is a smart way to discover common interests and suggest activities together. You seem like someone who would enjoy hiking. You seem like someone who would enjoy hiking. This phrase is brilliant for finding common interests and making connections. When you say, "You seem like someone who would," you're showing that you've been paying attention to their personality and interests. It's a gentle way to suggest activities or share recommendations without being pushy. You can use this to invite someone to join an activity, recommend a book or movie, or suggest a place they might like. It makes the other person feel understood and creates opportunities to spend time together. The key is to be observant and sincere about your impression of them. You seem like someone who would enjoy hiking. Great. You're creating connections by showing you understand the other person. Excellent work. Time for our fourth phrase. The fourth phrase we're learning is the key to turning conversations into real friendships. It's about taking that next step. We should totally hang out sometime. We should totally hang out sometime. This is the bridge from acquaintance to friend. Hang out is casual and relaxed. It means spending time together in an informal way. Adding totally shows enthusiasm. Sometime keeps it low pressure because you're not demanding a specific time right away. This phrase signals that you enjoy their company and want to move the relationship forward. Use this after you've had a good conversation with someone and feel a connection. It opens the door for future plans without being too formal or intense. Follow it up by suggesting a specific activity later, like getting coffee or trying that new restaurant. We should totally hang out sometime. Wonderful. You're taking the initiative to turn conversations into friendships. Perfect. Let's continue with our fifth phrase. The fifth phrase we're learning is amazing for getting people to open up and share their passions with you. That's so cool. How did you get into that? That's so cool. How did you get into that? This two-part phrase is perfect when someone mentions a hobby, interest, or skill. The first part, "That's so cool," validates their interest and shows appreciation. The second part, "How did you get into that?" invites them to share their story. People love talking about how they discovered their passions. This phrase shows you're not just being polite. You genuinely want to understand them better. It often leads to longer, more meaningful conversations where people open up about their experiences and motivations. Use this whenever someone mentions anything they're passionate about, from cooking to rock climbing to learning languages. That's so cool. How did you get into that? Fantastic. You're showing genuine curiosity and helping people share what they love. Excellent. Now for our sixth phrase. The sixth phrase we're learning is pure connection magic. It's about celebrating what you have in common. No way, me too. No way, me too. This phrase is pure connection magic. When you discover you have something in common with someone, a shared interest, experience, or opinion, expressing excitement about it strengthens your bond instantly. No way shows surprise and delight at the coincidence. Me too, confirms the connection. This works for everything from favorite foods to travel destinations to life experiences. The enthusiasm in your voice is crucial. It tells the other person you're excited to have found common ground. This phrase naturally leads to deeper conversations about your shared interest and often results in making plans together. No way! Me too! Perfect. You're building strong connections by celebrating what you have in common. Great progress. Let's learn our seventh phrase. The seventh phrase we're learning creates deep emotional connection through validation and understanding. I feel the same way. I feel the same way. This phrase creates emotional connection and validation. When someone shares an opinion, feeling, or perspective, saying, I feel the same way, tells them they're not alone. It's more personal than just agreeing. You're connecting on an emotional level. This works wonderfully when someone shares how they feel about a situation, a belief they have, or a reaction to something. It makes people feel understood and accepted, which is the foundation of friendship. The key is to only use it when you genuinely do feel the same way. Authenticity is crucial for building real friendships. I feel the same way. Excellent. You're creating deep connections by validating others' feelings. Wonderful. Time for our eighth phrase. The eighth phrase we're learning is about making people feel appreciated for who they truly are. You always make me laugh. You always make me laugh. Compliments about someone's personality are incredibly powerful for building friendships. This phrase tells someone that you appreciate their sense of humor and enjoy being around them. You always suggests this is a consistent quality you've noticed, which shows you pay attention. Making people feel appreciated for who they are, not just what they do, creates strong bonds. You can adapt this phrase for other qualities. You always know how to cheer me up. You always have the best stories. Or, you always give great advice. Use these when you genuinely appreciate something special about the person's character. You always make me laugh. Great. You're making people feel valued for who they are. Excellent. Now, for our ninth phrase. The ninth phrase we're learning expresses genuine gratitude and appreciation for the connection you've made. I'm really glad we met. I'm really glad we met. This simple phrase has enormous emotional impact. It directly tells someone that knowing them has made your life better. I'm really glad emphasizes genuine happiness and gratitude. This works well after you've spent quality time with someone new and realized you connect well. It's perfect for the end of a great conversation, after a fun activity together, or when saying goodbye after a social event. This phrase transforms a pleasant acquaintance into the beginning of a real friendship because it explicitly states that you value the connection. People remember when someone tells them they're glad to know them. I'm really glad we met. Wonderful. You're expressing genuine appreciation and deepening your connections. Perfect. Finally, let's learn our 10th and final phrase. The 10th phrase we're learning is the most important one. It's about making sure this friendship continues beyond today. Let's exchange numbers. I'd love to stay in touch. Let's exchange numbers. I'd love to stay in touch. This is the most direct friendship-building phrase because it creates a way to continue the relationship beyond the current moment. Let's exchange numbers is a clear invitation to stay connected. I'd love to stay in touch adds warmth and shows you genuinely want an ongoing friendship, not just a one-time interaction. This is appropriate when you've had a meaningful conversation and feel a genuine connection. Don't wait too long to use this. If you've enjoyed talking with someone, Ask for their contact information before you part ways. Then actually follow up within a day or two with a message referencing something you talked about. Let's exchange numbers. I'd love to stay in touch. Perfect. You're taking the essential step to turn a great conversation into a lasting friendship. Congratulations! You now have 10 powerful phrases that will help you make friends faster. But remember, these phrases are tools. What makes them work is the genuine warmth and interest behind them. Only use these phrases when you genuinely mean them. People can sense authenticity, and real friendship is built on sincerity, not just saying the right words. Use these phrases regularly, but also follow through. If you say, "We should hang out," actually make plans. If you exchange numbers, send that first message. These phrases work best when you're genuinely interested in the other person. Ask questions, remember details, and show you care about their answers. Don't try to use all 10 phrases in one conversation. Choose one or two that feel natural to you and practice those first. As you get comfortable, add more to your repertoire. Real friendships take time. These phrases help you make great first impressions and create opportunities. But lasting friendships are built through consistent, genuine interactions over time. Making friends as an adult can feel challenging, especially in a second language. But with these phrases and a genuine desire to connect with others, you'll find that building meaningful friendships is absolutely possible. The most important thing is to be yourself, show interest in others, and be open to new connections. Remember, every great friendship started with someone taking the first step to reach out. Now you have the phrases to do that confidently. Go out there, use these phrases with genuine warmth, and watch your social circle grow. Thank you for learning with me today. Practice these phrases this week, and I promise you'll start making meaningful connections. Until next time, be friendly, be genuine, and be open to new friendships.